Welcome everyone. Hello, it is me Dennis again, back with another video. Sometimes we're being so wrong about things in life, things that we thought we could never achieve, things that we're being told for generations after generation that yeah, it is impossible to actually achieve it. But I've been noticing that overall we are just energy. We are an energy that it can actually becomes with imagination that that imagination, you have to have your own identity and you have to have your own alignment in a way that there's so many chances right now in this world, like you can achieve anything you want. But the lacking sometimes it becomes power in your mind, like it's taking place in your mind. And you may have an idea and it goes away when you don't actually anchor that idea to your brain because you don't take action about it. You take it for granted. You're taking for granted your heartbeat. Don't take for granted your life. Don't take for granted to your opportunities. Time is values. So you ever step out of that. You ever been hired at this job and you don't know anything about, and you just knew and you're like, wow, I don't know anything about this job, and you're nervous about it. And as you go along the way, you kind of getting used to it. So I guess it's like when you're starting to swim, I would put it that way, or maybe when you start to riding your bike, because you're gonna go through a lot of curves, you're gonna go a lot of hills, ups and downs, and life is just like that. I think success is more about having an idea that I guess the richness in every human, it's born here. Like you could you could start any kind of job that you want, and you have to do it scared. You have to do it alone. You have to do it broke. You have to do it shy. But the thing is that you're doing something. I always said, in other videos, that it's best to try instead of regret, because if you tried, at least you tried. It's like you're stepping in a new platform, in a new way how to do other things differently, but you're not just average person. I don't like to be just an average guy. I like to see what's more is more in this life. It's more success out there, especially now that technology is so good, like it's growing, science and everything. That is, it's a lot of opportunities out there. There's so many things that the thing is like when you have to pay attention that if you want something in life, you have to stay focused on that subject, because if you just ignore it and put stuff off like away for later, eventually that idea disappear in your mind, and then it'll be hard for you to remember again. So if something pops up in your mind, like just write it down or something. That way you know that you kind of go through those, let's say 10 or maybe 20, like jobs and stuff, something that is really worth it for your life, like you want to kind of do it. That's just my advice. Like I think it's great to kind of like studying everything, especially like gig jobs, like delivering jobs, stuff like that, because I believe that there's many opportunities out there. Like I know it's scary sometimes. You're like, man, I don't know how much I'm gonna get paid. I don't know how it's gonna go. But if I don't ever try it, then I would probably never know about. So you have to do it scared. You have to do it broke. You just have to believe in your heart. Remember your energy. You have to manifest it to the universe, to the creator. That's just that I believe. I think this is life. I mean, it's all about existence. This is what life is about. You are what you create, your imagination, your what you're passionate about. Because if you're just at the job that you hate 40 hours a week, you're like, man, I'm not happy about it. You're like a bird in a cage. Like, and I realized that I'm like, man, don't take life for granted. Life is so important right now. Like, we all go through hard situations, hard moments. We all go through a lot of struggles. People are struggling a lot right now, all over the world. Not only this country, but you got to look at the bright side. You got to be a game changer. You got to start. playing your cards. It's like in every crisis, there's always a success. You're like, Dennis, what are you talking about? Believe me, there is. Like, there's always ways how to, I don't know, the industry. There's many industries where you could just succeed. Like, there's many things you could do. Like, but I believe that it's all in you. It's like all inside of our mind. It's like what you believe in your heart and your mind, and you put out there your heart and your effort. Eventually, it's gonna have to have some kind of results. But if I just stay in my living room, like watching TV, and it's man, that nothing is gonna change. I mean, eventually it's just gonna be the same results. Expecting, I'll be so mad at my expectations, expecting to be better in a way that I'm not doing a 0% about it. Like, how can I? Sometimes I get it. The feelings could be downers. Like the feelings could not be so positive. Sometimes you may be feeling lazy, or you didn't sleep that much, or you just a lot of excuses. You could actually, but if you ignore those emotions and you just go at it and you're like, well, I don't care, I'm just gonna do it, and eventually would be some results about it. Um, but the thing is, yeah, it's all about your imagination. You are the creator, you are the artist, you're the main character. You are the one in control of the boat and the airplane. You're the one that's controlling everything. So my belief is like money is just energy. Money is just about, it's a reflecting of doing something good, and eventually just like you're like a magnet. You're attracting money, you're attracting love, you're attracting being kind, being very polite. But if the energy that you put out there, you're always grumpy, mad, sad, angry, you name it, and you go to depression, anxiety, I guess eventually the universe is gonna send you that back, and then you're just gonna be in a swamp, and it's gonna be hard for you to get out of there. It's like, I believe that life is like that. I believe that we're all energy. We're all some kind of like, we become who we really believe in a way that we put out there some action about it. Like you could start any side hustle, any business, and out of 10, maybe one may be successful, but you have to be consistent. You have to keep going. You don't have to stop. If you're a quitter, I mean, it's going to be hard for you to succeed. But if you just focus on that mentality and you just like let the air flow, like you're just chilling, whatever happens, you're just going to be growing. But if you feel like you're not in that industry and you're just forcing things, I don't know how that's going to go, because you may be in the wrong area. Like, but you have to start creating. You have to know your identity, your energy, and you have to know your alignments. You have to be 100% secure what you really want, who you really are, and once you know your potential, you can go and achieve anything you want. I don't think like, I remember since I was a kid, I would always ask my grandpa, like, what is this, what is that. I would always be like curious about it, and I guess I was born being this way. Like, I would always believe that people are not meant to just be here to, like, be slave and work your life away. You can what if you come up with some brand, what if you come up with some kind of I don't know, you could be the creator or something. They used to call Elon Musk crazy guy, but look what he made. He's a CEO right now. He's got Tesla, he's got a whole bunch of companies. But my belief is like, this guy said that uh you don't necessarily have to have a college degree. Can you imagine that? It's like, we've been told this whole time, this for decades, that we had to go to college, yeah, get a university degree, and then apply for 20 jobs, and then get rejected for like 19. I mean, how do you do that? I think there's many things like you can do. Like Mike Zuckerberg created Facebook, and I believe he's young, and I'm like, man, it's all about your creativity. You are a creation. You do create. I don't think your brain was just put on your head just to be there. I mean, you could think about many different things. Like, it's all about imagination. What you believe is what you attract. Faith is like something that you don't see. You gotta have hope. You don't see it, but along the way it'll eventually come. It's like, but first you have to believe it in order for you to achieve it, and you have to put action to it, and you have to do it broke, you have to do it alone, you have to do it shy, you have to do it scared. Sometimes things may not seem to be so clear. It's gonna be ugly. In order for you, sometimes things can get real ugly, but they may turn beautiful later down the road. My thing is, you gotta believe it. I mean, and it's gonna be a lot of down the hills, curves, and it's gonna be a lot of obstacles. Like, you're gonna go through the mud. You're gonna have to go through a lot of things in life. But in order for you to success, all the stuff that I'm telling you about, it's all about what you see. I may be complaining about something, right? Let's say right now it's about to rain, and some other people may see the rain differently, with different eyes, with different imagination. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, everything in life, it's about how you see it, how you put yourself out there. It's like what you believe. It's like, I always see people, like, I'm really like, wow, this person is so talented. Look at this person, did this, did that. And no matter if you're introvert, it's like you could create things in life, but you have to do it broke. You have to do it alone. You have to do it scared. Just have to manifest to the universe and look yourself. You have to look yourself out there like it's already happening, like it's happening now in this moment. But you have to believe that you're already there, what you want to be. You have to believe that you're already there. Like, you have to see yourself in years, like, damn, I'm successful. This is me. I didn't know I was gonna make it, but you did it. It's like, when you achieve a success, you still cannot believe it. You're gonna have to go through months in order for you to believe it, but at least you're not average. At least you're not just regular person. You're doing some creativity, like. And if you have that idea in your mind, grab it. Don't let it go, because you may not remember the next day. So, yeah, it's scary. I mean, I get it. Sometimes even, like, there's things in life that you even doubt about yourself. You're like, man, I don't think I can do that. But then once you do it, you're like, well, look, I started my business. I got a side hustle. Oh, I'm getting clients. Look, and you start getting happy and motivated about it. When you have a motivation, it's like something is like motivating you to do better, better, and better. And you're like, wait, I'm getting better to this. So you become kind of powerful little by little, but you're becoming very, very successful. By the time you know it, you're already entrepreneur. You're already businessman. You could become a CEO. You never know. You may get chances out there. It's always good to have contacts. You may connect with really good, rich people around there, like all over the place. Chances are all over the place, opportunities. But you have to step out of that comfort zone and stop procrastinating. If you're good at cleaning or whatever industry, like, uh you could start small, at least one client, or maybe, this YouTube channel. Even if it's one person, will still be important to be talking to that person. But you have to do it scared. You have to do it alone. You have to do it broke. You have to believe in you. You have to do it shy. You have to start believing in your imagination. You are energy. You have to manifest it to the earth, to the world, to the creator, to the remember, it's only one life. Don't take this heartbeat for granted. Don't take your life for granted. Start getting to know that you're worth it. You're worthy. You are a very faithful guy. You're a faithful person. You have hope and faith. That's all it matters. Once you know you got that power, you can go ahead and achieve anything you want in this world. So I hope you all have a wonderful and amazing day. Thank you all for your comments. Thank you all for subscribing to my channel, and have a wonderful and amazing, blessed day. Take care.